What is this podcast about? It probably would help if you don't chew into the mic.
My name is Libby.
My name is Luke.
In this new episode.
New season. And we are going to be focusing completely on weddings.
We are, in fact, the wedding pirates.
There's no other podcast like this. I've looked. I've checked.
And we have a cat. Her name is Stella.
We want to share all the secrets when it comes to weddings.
The one where we talk. Wedding edition. Hello, and welcome back to the one where we talk wedding edition, where Luke and I talk about everything weddings. So we debunk some myths, we tell all the truths, and we give tips and tricks.
Tips and tricks.
Yeah. So today on the episode, we are talking about why the wedding pirates.
Yeah.
Recently, we had a groom whose wedding we're not doing, because we turned them down. Basically, the conversation went like this. So I see that you're the wedding pirates. Why are you called the wedding pirates? And Luke was like, well, this is the reason why. And he said, because it sounds like you're supposed to be showing up to a 6-year-old birthday party. And Luke, we both scoffed. What? That is not at all what our brand is. Yeah. We are badass rebels who love people. And we want to capture their wedding day with passion and love and vigor.
Capturing wild love stories.
Yeah. So, this is a story behind the wedding pirates. We'll take you back
to 2020.
Back to 2017.
Actually, dating all the way back to our childhoods.
No.
No?
We're taking it back to 2017.
Oh, 2017. Okay.
We introduce ourselves to everybody as Luke and Liz, and everybody would be like, wow, that really rolls off the tongue. Or I guess this happened when we first started dating.
Yeah,
or
people said, oh, L&L, that's easy to remember.
Yeah, so they'd be like, L&L, that's easy to remember. Luke and Liz, super cute. So when we were starting to think about names for our photography business, we were thinking, what encompasses us? What is something that we can use to brand us as people? And we decided to name our business L&L Photography.
And we weren't doing video at the time.
And we were not doing video at the time because Luke didn't think he was cool enough for that. So, which, by the way, he totally is. So,
I just liked making movies, and weddings didn't seem very movie-y.
They're totally movie.
They are movie. Now I know that.
Yeah. So, we decided L&L Photography is a great name for our business, and so therefore we started our business with L&L Photography and made a really cute picture logo.
It was black and white.
It was a camera with two L's, and one of the L's was backwards, and in the middle had a V connecting the two L's.
Name
Vandergriff.
Yeah.
And
cute.
It was I felt like I really encompassed us as a business with that logo. I was really proud of it. Anyways, we had that logo for the first 2 years of our business, and then some of our friends were like, hey, we're getting married. Luke does amazing video work, and we really want you to capture our wedding as in video format. And Luke was like, well, I don't have any of the equipment, so if you wouldn't mind paying for the equipment.
Yeah, I basically told him, well, I've racked up everything. This is everything that I'll need in order to do a mediocre wedding, and it amounted to something like $1,700 or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I told him, tell you what, pay us $1,700 to do your wedding, and I will purchase all the gear, and we'll do your wedding.
Yeah,
and then that'll be my startup. You basically paid for the startup.
Yeah. So then we became photography and videography, and we still kept our name for a little while, and we realized, okay, we should probably change our name so people know that we do both. So then we were racking our brains, and Luke kept getting, wow, you look like Johnny Depp when he would introduce himself to people. You look like a pirate. And we kept getting this over and over again. So we decided, you know what? People are already saying that Luke looks like a pirate, so let's just monetize on that.
Yeah.
And make our business.
Which is how L&L Photography was born, too. We monetized on the thing that everybody said. Oh, Luke and Liz. Oh, L&L, that's easy to remember. So you monetize on what people want.
Yeah. people are already telling us that Luke looks like a pirate. So let's just do the wedding pirates. That's fine. So we ended up coming up with the name Broadside Visuals, changed our logo from the cute little L and L with a V in the middle with a camera to a skull with two roses, and our tagline was the wedding pirates. We want to capture rebels in love, and people really took on to that.
Yeah.
And so now our entire business is, Broadside Visuals, the wedding pirates, capture rebels in love. And if you go on our Facebook, if you go on our website, you'll see that and the story and everything behind it.
But I think the reason why what we were trying to go for is I was trying to go for exclusivity, especially when the rebel, like when we say meant for the rebels in love,
yeah,
it means that we're not doing rule followers weddings, and everybody loves that, because nobody wants to be a rule follower, and anybody that says they want to be a rule follower is lying. It's even how many stories do we have about a prince or a princess that's locked away in a castle and they're stuck in their routine, and what do they want to do?
Break the
rules, get out, and they have the most perfect life. Why would you want to get out of that?
Saturday in the morning, the floors are clean.
Are you tangled?
Careful,
dude, don't get copyrighted.
It's not verbatim. It's not to the.
But it's Disney. Anyway, so the point is, there's so many people that want to break free and just break free of the rules, and wedding photography and videography, it's all just caked with rules. Take a picture of this, take a video of that, do this, don't do that. Wedding vendors must wear all black. A bride and groom must look like this. The dress must look like this. A groom must wear a tux. All these rules for a wedding day. Like, where the fuck did all these rules come from, and who made them? And if you break,
they're like traditions.
Yeah, traditions. But if you break them, what happens? Mom and dad get mad.
The devil will find out that you're the bride and take you away from your wedding.
History of weddings, yeah. And so we capitalized on that, because nobody likes to follow the rules, and that is a lot of any bride or groom that contacts us, and I have a talk with them, and they immediately will talk to us and say, "You guys are just different, and this is different. Your website's different. Your mannerisms are different. I feel like I'm making a new friend. I don't feel like I'm talking to." They are talking to a business owner, so I don't want to say it feels like you aren't talking to a business owner. Was the correct?
But someone that's just out to get money from them.
Right. I'm talking to them like, I want to actually service you, and if I can't service you, I'm going to let you know. So if you make fun of me and say that I like a Wedding Pirates or the Broadside Visuals, like, it sounds like you're going to go to a 6-year-old's birthday party and dress up as a pirate. Like, okay, well then you're obviously not a rebel, and we're not going to service your wedding. We're going to walk away from that, because that's not going to be a good relationship. You don't start off a relationship by making fun of somebody.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes like a couple can end up being together. Like when they make fun of each other, they poke at each other. You can tell like you guys like each other because you're poking at each other.
Yeah.
But if you want to hire somebody like a photographer, don't mock their business. I'll say that much.
And we will not be coming to your 6-year-old's birthday party. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you darn tootin'. But
you darn tootin', we aren't.
But there's a lot that goes into this. You have to lean into. There's so many brands that have leaned into an exclusive niche of a client, and I would say that when we first started, we were getting tons of inquiries, like just everybody, but we were booking a lot of bad weddings. Like it was just a lot of like people, just rude people, or you would go through all this work and then they would ghost you, and that was L&L photography. Like you were still getting work, but it was just sporadic, and we didn't really know who we were as a brand. And then once we did Broadside Visuals, everybody started knowing what they wanted as soon as they talked to us. We all of a sudden, like, brides and grooms are now talking to us like, I want this. This is what I want. Like, we weren't getting bad weddings anymore. We were getting passionate weddings. We were getting people like, I want to break rules. I'm not wearing a white dress. I'm wearing a black dress. This is a Viking wedding. This is a, what's the other one? Harry Potter wedding. This is a Lord of the Rings wedding. Like all these things were, I mean, we haven't done a Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings wedding. I would like to do that, but only if it's legit.
If it's done well and it's not chintzy.
Not Dollar Tree Harry Potter. Like do the real thing.
But like actually go all out. Like Fango and Forest. Wait, is that?
That's Lord of the Rings.
Oh my god.
But that's the other thing. Like, weddings, like when you do a wedding video or you do wedding photography, what do people want? They want it to look like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
Of course they want, like, they'll take one post photo for mom and dad. Like, here you go, mom and dad. You could put this on your stairwell. But people want a fairy tale, like the grain, the blur, like that is in right now. People want their weddings to look like film. It's we're not in the realm of you can only get 2 photos and hopefully they turn out and we wait for them for 3 weeks and they'll come in. That's it. You slap them in a book. There's no editing. You can accomplish anything you want now.
Yeah, you really can.
Whatever you want with your wedding. You could ride in on a horse. You can have a belly dancer. You could do whatever you want.
You can really do whatever you want. Yeah, there are no
rules when it comes to weddings. At the end of the day, just get married. I would say that's the only rule.
Just sign your marriage certificate.
Just sign your marriage license.
That's about it.
Don't go through all this work and for nothing. Like, actually get married.
Yeah.
But that is who we are as a brand. That's why we're the Wedding Pirates. Broadside Visuals. Broadside definition is to fire from all the guns from one side of a warship. This would be like, hundreds of guns. And
so go all in.
Yeah, you're going all in. Like you are gonna hit the target because you're firing everything. And just
simultaneous fire from one side of the ship.
Yeah,
I think is the actual.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, we are all in to make sure that we land the target.
And also the pirate thing. The only reason I look like a pirate is because I love rock and roll. Johnny Depp also loves rock and roll. That whole thing is a style. It's not a pirate style. It just developed that. It's
also your mustache too.
It's my mustache too. Yeah, I'll give him that. But it's the like people say, oh, why are you dressed like a pirate? Like you're wearing rings and you got tattoos and all these things. Like, well, this is actually a rock and roll style. Like Keith Richards dressed like this on purpose, but he wasn't a pirate. He was just rock and roll.
Rock and roll.
So, I guess keeping all that in mind, is there anything else like you wanted to pinpoint on Broadside Visuals and how it developed?
Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, that's a really big one.
We are badass lovers.
It's true.
In love with weddings and people, and we want to love people.
I also think
we want to
I'm
love
not the
Jesus.
only pirate. I'm not the only pirate as well, because you definitely bring a lot of badass to a wedding day.
Oh, yeah. That is without going to say. I am small, but I am mighty.
Yeah.
There are a lot of uncles who say that they're scared of me on wedding days.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You
guys.
put the fear back in me. Hallelujah.
Well, at least you know that. At least you know that if I die, like you have lots of options, because it's kind of hard to find a.
This is true.
I have had lots. It's hard to find a woman that knows
advice.
what they want.
It's not you, sir.
You're in a weird mood today.
I am.
But also the Wedding Pirates, like the Rebels, I would also say that you need to be able to present something unique in your brand. And you need to find an identity to latch onto. That's a brand. What are some examples of branding where people like this thing latched on to this idea, but
bright and airy?
Is that a brand?
Some people latch on to the brand idea of light, bright and airy.
That's true, but
a lot of photographers' business names are just their names.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Emily Louise Photography.
Is that an actual?
No.
Okay, I want to make sure you're not actually saying. It probably is out there.
Probably. Or Natasha Ramores Photography.
you just come up? You can't be just be coming up with these.
I am. Richard Forsey photography.
But the point is, like, don't just do your name
The Woods
and photography.
videography.
The Woods, yeah.
I like trees.
Yeah, something to do with nature. Flowers photography.
Flowers and roses. It's the same thing. Photography.
Come up with just like the cheesiest.
So I guess that's all to say is we wanted to be unique. We wanted to stand out. We didn't want to be your typical photography or videography team. We wanted to stand out. We wanted to have the name Broadside Visuals. It means something. It's heavy. It doesn't just sit like all prettily on top of a hill as the bells ring and Maria is
We're serious,
dancing.
so because a wedding day has a lot of stress in it. It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
We want to be honest with you. We want to make sure that you know the heavy weight that it.
And we want to be able to tell you, like, when your dress gets dirty, or you know you or gets a little like mark on it or something. We're gonna say like it's okay. You know, because you're gonna get dirty on a wedding day. It's not all sunshine and rainbows.
Yeah.
And you bought this dress to wear today, so you know, be a rebel, get it dirty. Who cares?
Yeah, and also too, like, I don't know. I think Broadside Visuals just kind of sounds a bit more serious. That's why we decided to change from L&L Photography to Broadside Visuals.
Do you remember some of the working titles that we were with?
Yeah, so we went on Google and we were like, pirate terminology. So what were some of the
Well, the only one I remember was like, oh, we need something, and I said shipwrecked. Oh. That's probably not.
Shipwrecked. Yeah.
We'll gonna do your wedding like shipwrecked. We don't want our wedding to be a shipwreck. And it's like, oh yeah, you're right. That's a bad idea.
We were like treasure hunt or.
Yeah, then we didn't want to.
Doubloon. Doubloon visuals, but we wanted something that.
Piece of eight.
Piece of eight.
That was also a thing. Piece of eight.
Captain Jack Sparrow photography.
That's gross. That's
Pirates of the Caribbean. Visuals.
We had a bunch of things on a piece of paper. We were like crossing them out like, this is stupid, this is dumb, this is dumb. But we needed something that was optimizable, I guess, and that stood out.
Yeah.
You know,
something that flowed off the tongue too.
Right. And when someone saw it and they were scrolling, like, you know, when they're searching photographers near me, when we pop up, it's like, oh, what is this? Broadside, the wedding pirates. What is this? And then you click on it, and then you end up on the website. You're like, oh shit, because you show up on a website and everything looks the same. Like a wedding photographer's website, what does it look like? White.
Hi, my name is Alyssa.
No. I'm talking about like colors and aesthetic.
Very white, yeah, very
mauve.
Yeah, very
tans,
like clean cut lines.
Vines. You got to have vines going around.
A lot of greenery.
A lot of greenery. Hand-drawn leaves.
A lot of cursive.
Which is not optimizable. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't give people tips. We need to be number one in America.
You can't just change your font from cursive to a readable font on your website. And
cursive is readable. It's eligible. It's
not
legible.
by Google. Yes, it's readable by people, but you got to realize that it's not
Google
readable.
Google doesn't know how to read cursive. Wow.
It's just not going to optimize it because it sees it as bad handwriting.
Oh.
Or bad computer writing. But all these things, this is what we're trying to communicate, that we're not just the wedding pirates. We're not just messing around with your wedding. We're not going to show up dressed as pirates to your wedding.
We did have someone disappointed that we didn't come up.
Yeah, someone was actually disappointed we didn't show up dressed as pirates.
I thought you guys were going to come. Ray, his name is Ray. I thought you guys were going to come dressed up as pirates. I'm slightly disappointed that you didn't.
Maybe we could do that for our Halloween wedding this year.
We could. Ooh, that would be fun. Dress as pirates for a Halloween wedding.
I mean, you could.
Our Halloween wedding. I mean, it would. Yeah, I could totally do that. That would be fun.
Would you be comfortable all day, like within a corset?
I wouldn't wear my corset.
You wouldn't?
No.
Then you're not a pirate.
I would wear my vest that can look like a corset, but it's not a restrictive corset.
Yeah. But the point is that we want to communicate that we're serious. This isn't a game. This isn't a party. It is going to be a party. Your wedding is a party, but this isn't a 6-year-old's party, you know?
Yeah, it absolutely is not a 6-year-old's fucking party. No,
But
I'm
we
just
want to
kidding.
communicate the
We love
seriousness
people.
of our brand and our passion and what our identity as a brand is in.
Mm-hmm.
But if you hung out with us as people, I would say that we're more hippies than pirates. Maybe more no, not hippies, hobbits
Yes, we are more hobbits than
than
pirates.
Yeah.
But no, our identity is in Jesus.
Amen.
And
But I think there's a lot of value in that too, because it's I'm not saying that we care for people more, but there is a, how do I put this? Because you can't say something that like somebody else like doesn't have. Just as far as values wise, like what we're putting in the forefront and what we value as ourselves and what we take seriously about ourselves, who we are, what we find our identity in, we're gonna take other people seriously.
yeah.
Like, we're going to look at people like, hey, I care about your wedding. This isn't just a job to me. What's just a job to me is if I lose this business and I go get a coffee house job. That's just a job to me. I'm making a coffee and, move on. But with this, like, you're dealing with human emotion. You're capturing human emotion, and you got to deliver it. And that's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of pressure with this. And I believe that a pirate or a rebel or somebody that, like, a sailor who was on a ship, there was a lot of things that they had to go through, disease-wise, wrecked ships, bad weather, cannibals. Like, there's a lot of stress that a sailor has to go through, whether you're a pirate or you're not a pirate. Maybe you're sailing for the King's Navy or something. But the point is that there's a lot of stress that goes into being a pirate, and we want to communicate. But they survived, and they pushed through, and they learned how to go through the motions properly, I guess, as a sailor. And that's what we want to communicate to our clients, is that, hey, we've done this before. We've been through some rough seas. If you go back and listen to the episode before this one, prior to this one, we go through a lot of how we developed and why we're passionate about what we do and where we started, so to speak. And I think there's a lot of value in that.
Yeah.
But do you have some questions for us in order to close out?
I do.
Okay.
How did you know?
Because I saw you pulling it up on your phone. I knew what you were doing. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
I do.
Me.
So my brother and his wife have a podcast, and they talk about becoming
Couples becoming intentional.
Couples becoming intentional. And I love their podcast because it's a good podcast. Go listen to it wherever you listen to podcasts at. But they ask some questions on their podcast, so I just wanted to ask you a couple questions.
Well, it's perfect because we're out of time. So go ahead.
We're out of time?
Yeah, we're out of time. So this is the end. So go ahead.
Okay.
This is our outro.
If I asked you at the age of 5 what you wanted to be when you grew up, what would you say?
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
When I was 5, yeah.
Specifically
Indiana Jones.
That's awesome.
Or an archaeologist. I actually did go through a period where I got a little older, like around 10, and I decided I wanted to go to school to be an archaeologist. But I'm not blaming my family, but every time I just said I wanted to do something, like it went from, I want to be an archaeologist, and then all my family say, it's a lot of schooling, and it's really expensive. You're not going to want to do that. It's a lot of hard work. And I just heard that for an entire year. It's like, okay, fine, I don't want to do that. So then I said, I want to be a movie director. It's really bad. It's a really corrupt industry. You're not going to survive. It's hard to do.
So it is your family's fault.
I'm not going to say it's my family's fault,
It
but
is.
what I am going to say, like,
they didn't let
you
you
go
dream
from-
your life.
Yeah.
They didn't let you live up to your dreams. You should have gone to school to be an Indiana Jones archaeologist movie director.
I would have loved, I think I would have been a great archaeologist.
I think so too.
Let's go back to school.
Okay, go for it, babe. I support this.
We should.
We can go to France and you can get schooling for cheap. You can become an archaeologist. Look at your face.
Well, this is the end of the podcast. We're closing our business. We're moving to France. I'm going to study to be an archaeologist.
So at the age of 5 for me, do you know what my answer is?
What was it?
I wanted
Barbie.
to Barbie? Yes. I wanted to be Barbie.
In a Barbie world.
No, in a Barbie world.
What was it?
I wanted to be a dolphin trainer.
Wow. We make such a good pair.
Archaeologist and dolphin trainer? Yes. You can live in the desert where there are lots of dolphins and I can train them.
You're right. That's a bad pairing.
Well, because archaeologists, I just think of them being in the desert.
Well, it's underwater, too.
Underwater archaeology? I know nothing about archaeologists. All I know is what I've seen on Indiana Jones's
It's all the
movies.
things that have been buried over time, and you have to learn history, and like basically it's just reading history that has been lost. That's archaeology. And you have to have a concentration in archaeology. So like you have stuff like you have paleontology, and then you have the reading the language. You specialize in languages. You specialize in culture. I forget what. There's a bunch of them. But
Interesting.
because
know.
archaeology is very broad. Oh, architecture is another one. Like yeah.
Okay, last question.
Okay.
Would you rather people perceive you as being kind, smart, or attractive?
Kind, smart, or attractive. Smart.
Smart?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. I would have. Why?
Well, because attractive is in your own head. Kind is just an opinion that someone else has of you. But smart is a matter of fact.
I don't know. I feel like this all can be opinions. Because some guys that I find attractive, other girls don't find attractive.
But are they smart?
I don't know.
See? You don't know. You don't know because you don't talk to them. Anyway, what's your answer?
Kind. I would rather people perceive me as kind. Because I could care less about being smart, because that's for my own pleasure, for my own good, for my own survival, really. But if someone's going to look at me and think something, I'd rather them perceive me as kind, because that's what God calls us to do. He calls us to be kind and to love people.
But study to show thyself approved unto God. I'm just saying, you also got to be smart. You can't just be kind. You also got to be smart.
Yes, but I have to pick one.
Oh, okay.
And I'd rather be kind, and I'd rather have...
Is there like a spectrum?
What do you mean?
Like, kind to attractive?
So, if you pick kind, you're not allowed to be smart or attractive.
But if you pick smart, you're not allowed to be kind or attractive.
Yeah.
That is the worst question ever. That is awful. Anyway, thanks for listening to another episode of The Wedding Pirates, the one where we talk. Remember to rate this podcast. Go to broadsidevisuals.com for any questions and maybe concerns that you have about your wedding. Maybe we can help you present a solution. If you go on YouTube, you can look up Broadside Visuals as well. We have all our work on there. And remember, this is the one where we talk.
Have a wonderful day, folks.